What is up, my brothers and sisters? It's your boy Juice. So, you know, this town that I live in, I'm having a hard time. I'm about to be out of a place to stay, so probably gonna be doing some traveling from now on. You know, when you're not tied down in, look, check out the lights. See, the lights are on. And it's not nighttime. See, the lights are on a sensor. See, the lights are on sensors, so for the most part, that's why the lights, wherever you stay, come on when it gets dark. As soon as it gets dark enough, like I don't know if you've ever been like at a park or anywhere else, right? And you know, it's getting dark and all of a sudden the lights just switch on. It's because there's a sensor that tells the lights that it is now nighttime, because nighttime varies, right? It might be a minute or two before or after, right? Maybe a couple of minutes, but the sensors pick up that it is now nighttime, so the lights are on and it's still daytime. Now the lights do come on way before it ever gets dark, and that's not supposed to happen because it's not nighttime yet. And so when the sensors are picking up that it is nighttime and it's not, that's because there's something else influencing the sensor. So because of that, the lights are coming on when they're not supposed to be coming on. And because nobody like turned them on, and you know, they're like, uh-oh, I forgot to turn off the lights and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, you know, because nobody's really there waiting for it to get dark, and they're like, oh, okay, I guess we better turn on the lights, you know? And, you know, this is just not how it works. So, what is influencing the lights is a second sun. The second sun is an ultraviolet light. So, see, here's another light. So because it's an ultraviolet light, it's in a different spectrum to where your eyes cannot perceive or see this, because you don't see an ultraviolet. Animals do. Birds, dogs, right? You name it. All animals, for the most part. Because animals have a different type of vision, right? This is why, like, they say they're spiritually or supernaturally inclined to see things that we can't, right? Well, that's because they pick up different spectrums than we do. So that's why the birds are awake earlier, right? Like the birds have been waking up at like I can hear the birds chirping at like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Sometimes I hear them chirping at like 10 p.m., right? Like they're always confused as to what time it is. And that's because of the ultraviolet spectrum that they're seeing. This is why the lights have been coming on, because the influence of a celestial outer body. See, the weather, the earthquakes, the fires, the rain, you know, our planet is being influenced by an outside force. It isn't anything that man can control. It is nothing that man is in control of. So anyways, you know, another thing I want to get at is, you know, I'm having a hard time with where I'm staying at. So I've got probably about a week, and then I'm going to have to figure something out. And I've got some ideas, you know, so don't worry about me. You know, I'll figure it out. But, you know, I tried to go, you know, to me it's shit, because the Salvation Army here, especially in Kerrville, Texas, right? They have a Salvation Army here, and if I go over there to the homeless shelter, they'll only let me stay there for 2 days, right? Like it's like a 48-hour thing for 2 days. That's it. Like what's 2 days gonna do for me, right? Check that out. So to me, that's shit. Whoa. So to me, that's shit, right? Like that's shitty. 2 days. And then, like, if you ask about the government programs, you know, like renters, renters assistance and blah, blah, blah. Because I just need a little bit of help, right? And then I can get on my feet, right? Because I've fallen behind because things are tough, right? It's tough for everybody. And, you know, there's no help, right? Like, I'm not going to get no help from Salvation Army. They're only going to allow me to stay there for 2 days. And then it's like in Kerrville, Texas, you have all these churches on every fucking corner. Literally, every corner is a church. And yet, none of these churches have assistance programs. Like, they wouldn't be able to help me with rent or, like, you know, maybe a motel to stay in for like a week, right, or two until I can get on my feet. You know, because I just need like a week or two too, right? Like, if I can get like a motel, you know, to help me for like a week or two, like, I don't need to live off of y'all and keep asking for money, right, and just keep mooching off your shit. I just need like a week or two and then I'm fucking gone, right? I just need a little bit of help, right? And these motherfuckers, they ain't gonna do shit for me. They ain't got shit for me. And I just think it's funny because I'm like, man, you got all these churches, all these fucking, supposedly these Christian organizations, and yet they can't help me or they don't want to help me, right? Like, that's bullshit. I only need a week or two. Like, and after that, I'm fucking gone, right? Like, y'all never see me again. And, you know, I'd be more than grateful if you could hook me up. You know, I don't plan on keeping coming back. I don't plan on, you know, making this a habit, right? I need a little bit of help. And, you know, these motherfuckers ain't got shit to give. And I'm like, man, all these fucking churches on every corner, you know, they don't mind taking the money and getting the money, right? They don't mind all the money that people, like, because these places have a lot of money, right? Like, these are nice places. All these churches get a lot of money. Kerrville's got a lot of money. You know, if you look up how many millionaires live in this town that I live in, Kerrville, Texas, Kerrville is the third biggest town in Texas that has the most millionaires. It might even be the second. There's like 1,000 and something millionaires, and our population is only like it's not even 50,000, I think. Right? So Kerrville's small, but it's like a medium-sized town. It's not a city either, though. So if it's the third biggest population, right, or the second with the most millionaires, there's a lot of money. There's like a bank on every corner. There's a church on every corner. And yet these motherfuckers can't do nothing. They don't mind taking and giving and getting the money, but they don't want to give any money. Like, they can't help nobody, right? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Right? I just need a week, man. Maybe a week and a half at tops. And y'all can't do nothing for me? Y'all don't want to do that? Like, that's bullshit. That's bullshit, man. You know, that just goes to show you, like, you know, these places, you know, I don't know, man, that's bullshit, right? I don't know. You know, what are you supposed to do? It's hard these days, man. And I don't ever ask anything from anybody. You know what I mean? Like, you know, people are like, it's okay to ask for help. And I'm like, but I don't want anybody to help me, right? Like, you know what I mean? I just can't. You know, I've always done things on my own. You know, I've never needed anybody to help me. You know, certain things in life I did. You know, I've got a mom and a dad, and, you know, and I'm probably gonna have to ask them for a little help. And I don't even like doing that. Like, I've always, like, for the most part, most of my life, I always just stayed on the streets. You know what I mean? Like, if I had to, like, before I ever asked my mom and dad for anything, like, I just went out in the street, right? You know what I mean? Even as a teenager or a you know, because I was out in the streets at like 17, you know, because I chose that. You know, that's what I chose. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I want to come back home, you know, my mom and dad let me, but, you know, I just, you know, I wanted to experience life, and I did, you know what I mean? Like, I experienced a lot of things, a lot of bad things, you know, but I've experienced a lot of good things too, you know? I've come across a lot of good people that I wish I could have done more for. Some people that I wish I could thank now. And there's things I've done in my life for other people too that, you know, like I was thinking about the other day, man, and, you know, when I was in school, and, you know, I was never a bully or anything like that, or, you know, everybody knew me. I was cool, you know. I mean, I wouldn't say I was popular, but, like, you know, I was, right? But not in the way that you think, right? Like I did a lot of stuff that I bet you people still think of to this day, like things that mattered. You know what I mean? Like things that mattered, right? That to this day, if those people ever thought about that moment in their life where, like, they were just, you know, either so embarrassed or just so hurt, and there I was, right? Like, I popped up and I helped them, right? And I'm talking like things in their lives that were like they'll never forget, right? Like a milestone where, like, right? And there I was, right? Like, they won't forget that either, right? Like, I bet you they'll never forget me, right? They'll be like, man, and then he just, like, came in, right? And helped me, or, you know, terrible things, you know, that people experienced, that I was there to watch experience, right? And, like, I was there to help them make a difference, like, and made a difference, right? Like, life-changing things that mattered. You know what I mean? And I'm also grateful to be a part of that, you know? I don't know. To each his own. You know, I hope everybody's doing all right. I hope that, you know, it's not too hard for you. I hope that it gets better for you. And, you know, before anything happens to me or you, you know, I just want you to know I love you, man. I love you. So please take care of yourself. Check this out. Look what I found. I find these all the time. Yeah, right here. In this area. I find them all the time. Isn't it crazy? Anyways, you have a good day.